it's a perfect start to the vlog. What's up, guys? That was a voice crack.
Light up for all the cameras, pose for the magazines. But can you show me the side they never see? I know you're special, but if you're feeling me, I wanna talk to the girl that's underneath.
Alright guys, so we are back out of the gym. Felt so good on a cold day like today to just be able to go to the hot tub and just relax. And I love it because it's just that perspective where I'm able to put my mind in a certain place and just think about, you know, all that I'm grateful for and everything like that. But that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is literally going to be one of my favorite videos to date. So a few months ago, I visited a friend. His name is Braden, known as Midwest Bayless in Columbus, Ohio. And I was able to go to the shop and just see everything that goes on at their shop, a day-to-day there pretty much. And it is an incredible shop, like just huge shop, so many parts, so many cars, and they specialize in Fiat. And honestly, it is one of the coolest shops that I've been to. So today, I am lucky enough that Braden invited me over, and we are going over to shoot the K20 swap vehicles, which I believe are Fiats, the Bertone, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% on Fiat or Bertone. I'm not really, I don't know too much about that. So I'll let Braden describe all of that to you. But either way, we're going to go drive. We're going to have a fun day. Just hang out, relax, drive some cool cars, and just enjoy all that we love about cars. So heading over there right now and just get ready for a great video because I promise you it's going to be a good one. I'll see you guys at the shop.
Yeah. I ain't taking nothing but wins. Bitch, I just got me a Benz. Next I'm gon' pop me a Porsche. I turned the beat to a course. Bitch, I'm all over from Como to London, LA to New York. You versus me, that's a joke. I keep it real, you a host. Shawty gon' roll up my dope. Pop out my car full of smoke. Act like you feel me, but little boy, you broke. Yeah, pull up on you in the Aston. Hit the blunt and flick the ashes. Keep a Tommy duffel bag with hundreds in it. Polo pony horses in my engine vision. Shift and hit the switcher, yeah. Ain't nobody flies us. Smoking all day and they get high as us. Yeah, I take the weed and I grind it up. Yeah, I stepped in the spot looking fly as fuck. Yeah, in my old school Vans with my socks pulled up. Girls gon' flock when the click show up. Champagne pot, got the weed rolled up. Stab in the spot, all eyes on us. Big Benz and the hot top chucks. Bow downtown, let the team blow up. Stab in the spot.
Alright guys, we are back. We're here with Braden. Braden, so what's up?
How's it going?
Alright guys, so you guys just saw the car. Super stoked to be driving this. It looks awesome. So we're just gonna cruise a little bit and we're just gonna talk, and Braden will tell you a little bit about the car, and we'll just have a fun drive and enjoy this beautiful piece of machinery that we have here. So alright. See how, is this clutch hard or what is it?
It's not bad, it's a stock clutch.
Alright. Wow, it's a small ass pedal. Alright, that's not bad. Man, these are like the smallest pedals I've ever seen in my life.
They're offset too, that's what everybody talks about how close to the center of the car they are.
Wow, I've never seen pedals like this in my life. Ooh, sounds good.
I'm revving it out.
I know, I'm trying to get a little bit used to it before. I always feel terrible if I get into a car and
Oh, that guy just got busted.
Oh, that sucks. I scared the heck out of me for a second. I saw that cop and I'm like, oh shit. Dude, this thing is insanely cool. See, that's why I said I want to rev it out. I gotta get used to it. This thing is insanely cool. I've never driven a car like this. The steering is so precise. Like even the smallest little input, and
yeah,
you're like,
it's like a giant go-kart.
Wow! Like I thought the Mini was a good precise car. Holy crap!
This guy's actually gonna pull over.
What you gonna do? Is he gonna?
You might get a police chase on camera.
What the? Is he gonna pull over? Guys, literally, this cop has been behind this guy for at least 30 seconds, and the guy is not pulling over.
Oh, the cops gave up. Nope.
I really wish I had this on camera. I'm gonna pull out my phone and show you guys this. Oh, is he pulling over now? Oh, I think he's pulling over now. Y'all see this? Look at this cop. waving to him. What in the world? I've never seen that before. Gotta get used to the brakes too. There's a lot of, like, you need a lot of pressure.
Yeah, there's no brake booster. It's manual rack and pinion, so it's just a very raw driving car.
All right.
No kind of driving aids.
That's how you like it, though, right?
Yeah.
This is so sick.
When I say giant go-kart, I mean giant go-kart.
You literally aren't kidding. I've never in my life been behind something like this ever. Like, this is the most, like, form-fitting, just stock driving, like, bare, no assist type of car. And, like, just the uniqueness of it is just insane.
Yeah, they're driver's cars for sure.
Absolutely. So how similar is this driving to yours? Now you take yours on the track, right? So you have assists at all, or?
No, mine is just like this. I've got stiffer springs on it and a different type of big brake kit on mine. And the only other thing is just wider tires.
Wow. So you go without brake booster?
Yeah.
And
they never came with them, so there's really not much of a point in putting one on.
And do you have any issue, like, on the track, like heel to toe or anything like that with these?
Nope. They're totally fine.
Wow. Because I know, so when I swapped the Mini to a big brake kit.
Actually, yeah, I get back on 71.
Oh, we're going back on 71? Yeah. Oh, okay. When I swapped the Mini to a big brake kit, I lost about 3 to 4 inches worth of, around, no, not that much, maybe about, what? This thing is so sick. Oh my god, this is like literal a go-kart.
Yeah.
This is one of the funnest cars I've ever driven, and that's coming like out of a Lamborghini and like a Ferrari. Like, this is just so raw.
And you haven't even driven it yet.
Oh my god, I know, right? Like, I'm just accelerating onto the freeway, but damn. Wow.
Yeah, with K20, these things pull good.
I was
Especially once
shocked.
you get up into VTEC.
I was shocked. Wow. I forget what I was even saying. I got so excited when I accelerated. I was like, damn. I don't even remember what I was saying, but oh, Mini, yeah. So when I put the big brake kit on now, I lost like probably like 1.5 to 2 inches on my pedal, and it is adjusted. But like, if I go to what I was used to stock, I had no issue heel to toe. But now, since I've got that much play, I had to relearn how to heel to toe because I'm not used to as much play that is, you know, with the brakes itself. So it's kind of different for me. And that last time on Road Atlanta is when I lost my brakes and I had to swap over. But I lost my, I don't know if I told you, I lost my brakes in the last heat. Stage 3 of my race, going into the chicane area, and I didn't even know
10A, 10B coming off the back straight.
Yep, exactly. And like I'm cruising, and my brake light comes on, and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm screwed. Like, I guess I'm about to eat this wall. But then I didn't feel a difference at all. But once I pulled back through and came out and ripped the front end off, I realized that
I'm glad I'm not the only one that's done that.
Yeah. My left front pad literally disintegrated. It ate itself. And that's what I lost. So when I ended up braking, I was braking just caliper to rotor with nothing in between. So it was good.
Hop over the lane. Yeah, when I was there for Grid Life, one of the sessions we got red flagged and I was on the back straight passing somebody and didn't see until like the very end we were red flagged, so I stopped. Keep going. Well, actually, hop over when we're getting on 270 or 670 or whatever's going up.
670 or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, I got red flagged and had to sit at the end of the back straight with my foot on the brake, and they were smoking. Like, on fire smoking. Then the next session, couldn't stop going towards the end of the back straight.
That's such a bad feeling.
Yeah. Moved it, ripped the air dam off, sent a shock through the top of the tower. It wasn't fun. It ended my weekend.
Damn.
And yeah, we'll go to 670 West.
This thing is so much fun. that same exact session, going into that same area, probably a couple laps before, I had a Miata get loose right in front of me, almost took me out. Went into the gravel pit, came out right in front of me, saw my life flash before my eyes.
That's always fun.
I know, right? I was like, oh shoot, like I'm about to get taken out. And I had just enough room on the outside of the track to go around him before he would have got me.
There was a guy in a BMW. He was having an issue where it was going to full boost like as soon as he hit the pedal, so he was really slow in the turns and kind of holding everybody up, but he was a rock on the straights. And after a few laps getting held up by him and almost rear-ending him in the turns, I decided, screw it, I'm just going to dive bomb going into one. Went into one, totally off the line, and about halfway through the ass end came out, and I don't know how I kept it together, but I just power slid through one.
Oh, that's so sick though.
And like full sideways on track and managed to reel back in.
And you got the pass?
Yeah, he came up to me the next day and said, dude, you realize I was doing 115 when you passed me? All right.
Dude, that's nuts. So that's a story to tell right there.
Yeah.
And for as small as this car is, and it being such a go-kart, like at highway speeds, it's like normal though.
Yeah, it's pretty comfortable.
Yeah, like
it's actually pretty roomy for as small as the car is.
It's actually more roomy than the Mini, to be honest with you, because I don't have this much leg room on my side over here in the Mini.
Yeah, I don't think the seat's all the way back even.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, that's what's nice about these is they were made when you didn't need airbags and all the extra driving aid computers. So,
and that's what makes them fun. Like,
yeah, they're pretty minimalist and bare bones cars.
For sure, absolutely. Now, what is the stock motor that comes in these?
So stock, the early cars came with a 1.3 and a 4-speed, and the later ones got a 1.5 5-speed.
Okay.
And the 1.5's made about 75 horsepower. And upgrade to the K20, get the 6-speed and a bit over 200.
That's awesome. And 200 is a lot when you're talking a car this size.
Yeah, sub 2,000 pound car, and it makes a difference. Gives them the power they should have had from the factory.
We always wish things come from the factory. Like, I always wish the new BRZs would come with a turbo kit, but
Left. Racing brakes.
A race car, right?
Yeah.
It's a race car. I am a lot more impressed with this than I thought I'd be. Like, I knew I'd like it, but driving it's like, wow. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty comfy.
for sure. How long have you guys, you said you bought this car back from the original owner?
Yeah, so we built this car custom two guys spec about 6 years ago. And he drove it, had his fun with it, and it was starting to fall into a little bit of disrepair, so we bought it back.
Didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah. Bought it back and did the full restoration, fixed all the body work that needed to be done, and gave the motor a tune-up, and yeah, now it's back up for sale.
Now, did he race this at all, or did he just drive it on the road?
No, he just street drove this and took it to a couple driving events like Tail of the Dragon.
Okay, I got you.
And went to local car shows with it.
I got you.
But it wouldn't take much to get this to be a pretty competitive track car.
I could see that. Like, I think the biggest thing that I'm blown away with is just, like, you know, when I talk about the Mini to people, I kind of refer to it as a go-kart, but this is even more like, I've never seen a car more go-kartish than this. Like, and the handling on it is just incredible. It's so precise.
Yeah. Yeah, the bodies are really stiff on these two. You can jack them up on any corner and still open and close all the doors. It doesn't really affect the body gaps. So they're a really good handling car. Even with stock suspension, they'll out-handle most production cars out today.
Now, your car is caged, correct?
It's just got a roll bar.
Okay. Now, do you see a difference with any rigidity with that or not?
Not really.
Not really.
When you put a full cage in these, it does stiffen them up a lot more, but they're already such a They were designed when the U.S. was proposing the really strict crash laws in the early 70s, so they were built for harder impacts than they really needed to be.
I got you.
So that makes them a very stiff chassis.
Okay. They're so unique. I'm just blown away. I can't say enough good things about this. This is so cool. You said, and this is for sale for like 20 something?
Yeah, 23, I believe.
That's awesome. Dude, this thing is a blast, dude. I would get so many speed. I think I'm bad in the Mini. I would get so many speeding tickets in this thing because it's a lot louder than the Mini. So
it's really hard to control yourself in one of these.
Dude, you're not kidding. Like, you are not kidding at all when you say that. Like, I think that's the truest statement that we've said this whole video and this whole time. It's just that it's really hard to control yourself. You just want to go.
It takes a lot of. Yeah.
Now, with the way this is with the K20, what's the like MPG on something like this?
Well, it's a stock K20 motor, so about the same as you would get in an RSX.
That's good still.
Yeah. The only things that are really different is modified intake and custom exhaust, but yeah. When you tune them, it drops a little bit, but...
Right. Now, how much louder is this exhaust than like a stock exhaust and something like this?
A decent amount. But you can quiet these down if you need to.
What fun is that?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're like, really wanting to daily drive it, but I mean, even daily driving this thing,
if your neighbors get mad at you.
Yeah, exactly. How bad is a cold start on this?
Oh, not at all.
That's good. Because that's always like my biggest worry. Like, even in like when it's warm outside, but like with my motorcycle and I try to leave at like 6 in the morning and it's so loud, I'm like, shh.
Yeah, that's the really nice thing about keeping it pretty much stock K20 is it's just like getting a stock RSX. It has all the reliability of a Honda motor with the fun of it being in a sports car.
Dude, fun, reliability, those go. that's a good two words right there.
Pretty good combination.
Together. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and the nicest thing about these is having the VTEC system in it. It gives a really good low end for just around town driving, but when you step on it, it really wakes up, and they're great for just around town, putting around, but once you get into it, it'll pull, and you can drag a lot of cars with these.
True statement. This has definitely got more power than the Mini, because the Mini is running on its race tune. It's 220 with my tune that I'm running with the with that tune that I have on the dyno is running 220. But I feel like this has way more acceleration than the Mini does.
Well, a major part of that too is how light these cars are.
And there you go. There you go.
In many ways, probably.
With the weight reduction, it's like 24, I think, with that weight reduction.
Yeah. So this car has at least 400 pounds, if not more.
And that's a lot when you're talking cars like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that must be it. No, what's your opinion on this? Because I'm always kind of like in between. Do you think the acceleration improves with rear compared to front wheel?
Depends. It's more of where the motor is and where all the weight is.
Okay.
Because these are mid-engine and the engine's sitting right over the rear wheels, it's got more weight on the drive wheels, so it hooks up when you take off.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that, because with the Mini, that's the problem that I get when I put more power into it. Even with my suspension doing the best that I can, trying to get a good launch, obviously the front of the car just lifts, which obviously I lose traction off the start. So I always, like when I'm autocrossing the Mini, I'm terrible at launches because I just spin for the first like 3 seconds because the front's off so much. And I think that's definitely a big difference with this. It just grips.
Yeah, and the weight shift is in your favor.
Yep.
It shifts it right where you want.
Absolutely. I told you I wanted eventually to do the all-wheel drive build with the Mini. We talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's something I think I would really like to do with that eventually. I don't know if it's going to be this year or next year, but I wanted to do it this year, but I got my hands on the Eclipse right now, and I'm kind of focused on doing that. So I don't know if I want to sink that much money into it.
You never have too many projects going on at once, though.
never 100% true, but the money on the other hand, that's the
Yeah.
that's the kicker.
Girl, gon' come up, roll us some dope, oh yeah. Gon' sip it slow, white styrofoam, you know what. Bands we could blow, cash overload, it's nothing. Girl, we could go anywhere you want, oh yeah. Girl, gon' come up, roll us some dope, oh yeah. Gon' sip it slow, white styrofoam.